Hey, so I'm going to show you how I make butter in my KitchenAid stand mixer. You can see what you know what those are, right? Yeah. Okay. It runs really fast. I'm going to go ahead and start it beating, and I'm going to tell you some more stuff. First of all, this is my cream, and it's at 64 degrees. See that right there? You want it to be between like 61 and 65 to get it to separate really fast. I'm just going to dump it in the bowl. I'm going to use the wire whisk to start, and just going to turn it on high. Whoops, it's not plugged in. I didn't set it up right. Okay, turn it on high. Now you got to really watch it, because once it breaks, it will start splashing all over the place. I'm using stuff called manufacturing cream, and I didn't know what it was when I saw it in the store. It's actually higher in fat than heavy cream, and you can see the ingredients, just heavy cream. And man, this stuff makes great butter. So, okay, let's see. It's about 2 cups. And just take I should have set the timer. Well, the timer on the video camera will show us. I usually put the little screen on it, but I can have a little cover, but I wanted you to be able to see it working. So I'm going to clear up some little splashes when we're done. What I'm going to do, okay, so the other things that I got out is I got ice water. I got a pitcher of ice water, and I'm going to use that to rinse the buttermilk out of the cream. I've also got a glass to pour the buttermilk into. Once it cracks, I'm going to switch to the beater blade, because it's really hard to get the butter out of the wire whisk. I'm getting sloshed all over. Oh, it's getting ready. So it's hard to get the butter out of the wire whisk. So I'm going to switch to this once it cracks. Oh, there it goes. It's cracking. Or breaks, or there's a better term. Oh, there it goes. Okay, you see that? Now it's starting to splash all over the place. I'm going to take the wire whisk off. Okay, how long was that? 3 minutes. And now I'm going to go ahead and scrape the sides down a little bit. I'm going to keep beating it with the beater blade for just a minute. Let it clump up some more. But I'm going to run at a slower speed so I don't splash the heck out of myself. You can see it's butter already, right? Okay. Now, that's the buttermilk there. I'm going to go ahead and pour the buttermilk off. And let's get that off there. So I'm going to squish this butter. I'm going to squish the butter over to make it be in one clump. See? I'm just squishing all those clumps together so I can pour that butter off, or that buttermilk off. And here's my glass, and I'll just... Okay. And you can use that for baking or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides a little bit. And I will put it back on the mixer. And now I'm going to add ice water. Whoops. I'm hurrying. Okay, not a whole lot of ice water. And the purpose of this is because you have to get the buttermilk out of the butter because the butter won't last nearly as long if you leave buttermilk in it. If you get all the buttermilk out, it will last very well. Okay, so I'm going to scrape that off. And once again, now this I'm just going to pour in the sink. And once again, I'm just going to squish it all together in one big lump. And then I'm going to pour the liquid off. And it's still milky white. I'm going to keep doing this until it's clear. It's not that messy when I'm not trying to do it fast on camera. I'm keeping the ice from going into it. I don't want to like put cracked ice in my butter. You can see maybe you can see the water is already like almost clear. So it's almost clean. Go ahead. See, if this is stuck in the wire whisk, it's like crazy to get out of there. And because it's ice water, it won't blend in with the butter. Because it's nice and cold. Okay. Might just be one more. Okay, I'm going to switch it to the sides, just like I showed you before. Do it off camera so I can go a little faster. Okay, and I'm going to blend it again with some more ice water to get whatever buttermilk I have left in there off. Like I said, it's not that messy when you do it. Okay. Oh, that was an accident. Okay, I'm going to stop with the mixer because it's like almost clear. And I'm going to scrape this stuff out. I'll clean it up better at the end. Now, so you can see my water is darn near clear. And I'm just going to finish it off by hand. Pour that off. Put some more water in it. And squish it around a little more. See if I can get any more milk out. Okay. See, I've been really messing with it, and there's no color to that water. I got all the milk out. Now, whoops. Now you get the water out and you squish it around a little more because there's water globules in there, and we don't want our butter to be wet. And just, you know, as you get a little bit of water out, you just dump it out of the bowl. And I think that's about it. We have butter. And this is good. Yeah, there's no water coming out. This is good butter.